I'm here with another episode of My Walk in Faith. I have a couple disclaimers in here because um, as you learn and you grow, you change and you realize that some things is necessary. So for this episode, um, I'm going to start with a disclaimer. I I'm growing, I'm learning, and no, I don't do everything right, but my path, my thoughts is to do those things right, to get right, to be right. So, for that, I'm giving you what I feel, what I'm going through. And what I'm doing this for is so that if there's somebody out there that feels like nobody understands, nobody gets it, nobody goes through what I go through, this may be for you. And if you just need to hear some words that I'm told to bring to you, then that's what it is. So, the first part of my episode today is a little different. So, some people may not understand. They may feel like it has nothing to do with my walk in faith, but healing is a process. So, it's this guy I really, really like. So, we're not talking at this time. He won't speak to me, answer the phone for me, or anything like that. Now, I said some things that I probably shouldn't say, but in my feelings, I said them. Now, do I know I said them because I care for him and I'm not used to falling for somebody and I did and I didn't know how to handle it? I don't know. Did I say it because I'm trying to protect my heart and I don't want him to hurt me because he could be hurting, he may be hurting, he got some things he's going through. I don't know. So for me, I did it, I said it. You can't take back what you say. So for me, what I'm doing is apologizing. In my apology, I'm understanding that there's people I haven't forgave for things they did to me. So I can't expect or understand or not understand that he may need time. He may never speak to me again. But my job as a person who's growing and walking in faith, I have to try to apologize. I have to try to make the situation better. So if he's my example for the future or for what I have to come or what I want to come in my life, I have to make it right with him so I can learn from it. So because I still have feelings, it does bother me. I try to call, I try to text you or whatever. A lot of times when I text, I say you don't have to respond. If I know he's okay, not okay with the situation, just okay, like he's living, I still pray for him. I still make, care that he's okay. But I can't pressure him. I'm learning to forgive. And it's a very hard thing for me because I feel like certain things should not be done. So when they're done to me, it's just like, oh no, we're not doing that again. I don't want that to happen. But if God didn't forgive me all the times that for the things that I did, yeah, where would I be? And I just believe in that you have to you have to make it right. You have to get right in order to get to the promise, to get to heaven. And yes, I believe in heaven. Yes, I want to go to heaven because guess what? At the end, when it's time to go and there's a decision, have you ever seen Manifest? If you haven't seen the last season, watch it all because it's a great show. But the last episode, it just speaks wonders. So you have to pay attention. A lot of these things have revelations in them, or uh, what do you call them? you can get things from these shows and movies, like Sing 2. I was going through some things in my life, and I'm just like, what? This movie has so many revelations in it. It's like you learn so much from it. You be like, that's what that mean. Like, this is what happened. So when you pay attention to stuff and your focus is changing, you'll see those things that come into place. But manifest, watch it. I I love it. I'm no promotion, no nothing. I like the show. So with that being said, I'm learning to forgive. So I have to expect that if it's people I haven't forgive for years, decades of my life, there's going to be times where somebody's not going to forgive me. So my job is to work to have that person forgive me. Even if it doesn't go the way that I planned it, I wanted it, or how I need it to go, I still feel like I need to make sure that person understands that I did not mean that. That's not how it's supposed to be, and that's not what I wanted. So, love should not be painful. Sometimes it is, but sometimes we have to realize we make it that way. It probably didn't have to be here. My words, my actions, and my thoughts did not have to match my emotions and feelings. So, this is where I am. So, my learning and growing stage, this is where it's at. So, as they say, you make your bed, you lay in it. So, you either have to lay in it or move on. But sometimes you're not just going to be able to move on. You have to get it right. You have to make it right to go to the next step. So, my next portion, me. I'm the type of person, I'm I don't care what anybody's saying about me. I don't care how anybody feels about me. And I'm not saying in a bad way, like I don't care. Like it's not gonna make me or break me what you say to me, what you do to me. I'm almost to the 50 mark. So for me, it's like I've been all my life. I've been through hearing people talk about me, family, friends, people close to me. I've heard things, I've seen things, I've experienced things, and people just couldn't handle the things that I was experiencing and treated me like it was my fault. And sometimes I believe that I put myself in some situations, and now I'm believing and realizing that God set me up for these situations so that I can be an inspiration or a thought or result to somebody else. So, with that, I'm okay with what you say about me and things like that. I'm not okay when you do something to me and I do something to you, which no, it's not right. It's not, you don't do tick for tack. And it's not tick for tack. It's the fact that you did something to me, maybe before, and I'm doing something, and it comes to me like, well, you did that too. Why is it okay for you to be mad that I'm doing something that you did to me? And I realized that for me to be a person who doesn't want to get hurt and has been through so much, that I have a blockage, I push people away, I keep people at arm's length and at distance, that you, people, not you, people, some people get more emotional, like, oh, well, you want to bring up what I did. Yes, I do. Because how are you allowed to be mad at me or get upset with me or treat me a certain way because I did something that you did. It's not like, oh, you did something today, so tomorrow I'm going to do that. That's tick for tack. You did something a year ago, and it's like, oh, I did do the same thing you did. But I'm recognizing that I did the same thing you did. And I don't mind apologizing, but you making it as though it's a big deal that I did something to you that you already did to me. And I'm not saying it's okay. Like, oh, it's all right. I did it because you did it. That's not what I'm doing. I'm not matching energy. I'm not feeling their spirit. I'm not trying to get nobody back. I just, when you realize things like, well, you do that too. Or remember you said something about somebody doing that, but you do this. So it's like, for me, I feel like I'm just enlightening you. But neither here nor there, because everybody feelings is different. Everybody thinks differently. Everybody feels differently. So for me, it's learning to deal with the people who get mad about things that they do. I try not to, because I'm trying. I'm not saying I'm the best, because I got a lot of walls up. I got a lot of breaks, how they say, to break down. And I'm trying to heal. That is my walk in faith. It's just those times when it's like, oh, I'm doing better, I'm healing, I'm getting to a place, and then it's like, did you just take me there? And for me, I've always been the type of person, listen, I'm not arguing with you. I'm not fighting with you. We're not talking about something you're going to lie about. We're not talking about something you're going to keep throwing back and forth like we playing tennis. For me, it's just like, okay, well, that's how you feel. I feel this way. We can't come to an understanding. Let's just forget us. And I know that's not healthy to just say forget everybody. I don't want God to forget me. Like, I need him. I need help. I need healing. I need some stuff in my life that I'm praying for right now. So I don't want God to forgive me. So I'm trying not to forget God's people. Like, I got a thing where I try not to say I don't care in situations where it's just like I don't care. It's like, and I don't care what you say about me. People been talking about me. It's not really gonna hurt. I expect that from everybody. Probably shouldn't, but I do. So, do I expect everybody to hurt me? No, because everybody's not the same. Do I expect every man to no, because they're not the same. Just like I'm not like every woman. So, and those episodes and those situations is like, yeah. So today in my walk in faith, I'm learning that you watch what you say before you say it, because it can hurt you more than it can help you. Regardless of what you feel, make sure you know you feel it before you say it. Because something, well, you can't take back anything you say, but some things can affect in a way that you may not want it. And it's not your world, so you don't have the ability to figure out or understand the outcome of what happens next. So you have to deal with what comes with it. Knowing and recognizing your wrongs, you have to apologize. You have to make it right. You have to get better. No, I'm not going to make it right with everybody today or tomorrow, but it's some people I have to go back and say, I'm still hurting. I have to grow, but I'm letting go of what it is that I felt about us, friendship, relationship, the family ship, whatever it is, because I want to be better for myself. And to be better for myself, I have to do things better. I have to do things different. I have to understand things. So that's just a part of my understanding. And oh, understanding people. They say no two people is the same. Nobody's going to think like me. I've never met anybody. Well, I met a man that does, but that's neither here nor there. So, learning, growing, understanding, changing, healing. It's all a process. We all go through it. We all have to deal with it. We all have to. The thing is not how long it takes you, it's the fact that you get it done or you want to do it. So, this is a walk through faith. And for this, I hope it helps you. I hope you understand some of my things that I'm going through and can relate them to what you're going through to help you with that. Thanks for watching.